Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of Morning Business Talks. Like I said before, my name is Satara. I am a business consultant. I have I have challenged myself to go live on YouTube every morning at 6:30 a.m. Um, and this is day 2. So, day 2. I hope that you were able to listen to the first video that was posted yesterday. We spoke about how to attract more clients, getting clearer in your messaging for your business, and a little tips on how to do so. And I even threw in some goodies for those who engaged and commented in the chat. If you are enjoying these videos, I do recommend that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am starting a community for women where I will be providing a lot more resources, such as the ones that I touched on yesterday. So let's get right into today. And today we're going to be talking about what are you doing every single day to grow your business. So what are these things, right? Maybe you're a mom, maybe you're a sports coach, maybe you are. Hey, Demetrius, good morning. We are talking about things that you can do every single day to grow your business. And as a entrepreneur yourself, if you like to add some of your 2 cents in the chat, I'm sure we would love that. So we are talking about how to grow your business every single day. And we're going to talk about a few things. The first thing that we're going to talk about is strategizing. So I don't want to hear that, oh, I don't use whiteboards, or I don't use notebooks, or I don't use Post-its. You're going to use something. So grab your notebook and your pen. If you're a Post-it girly, grab your Post-it, or your big handy dandy whiteboard. And for me, I'm all 3 of them. I feel like we give ourselves limitations sometimes, as in, oh, I have ADHD and my brain doesn't work this way, or I'm unorganized, or I don't think like that, or I'm just all over the place and I have everything in my head. And today's a day where we're going to stop making excuses as to why we can't work towards growing our business every single day. So I am a whiteboards girly. If I didn't have to have any wall decor in my house, it would just be full of whiteboards. And for me, I need the visual representation of what my goals are, what I need to do, and how I'm going to get them done. I need to see it shouting in my face every single day. Like when I look up from my bed, I need to see what I'm doing. And even if it's not just for today, I need to know what my overall plan is. So a lot of people say that you need to focus on the big top 3. Like, what are your top 3 priorities? But in order to even flush out and get to what your top 3 priorities are, sometimes you need to write everything down, right? So whether you're using your phone and taking notes on your phone, using your notebook, maybe you have a different Post-it for every single day. And we're going to get into Post-its a little bit more on another episode. But right now, use one of those mechanisms or even a piece of paper, and we're going to start writing down your business goals, right? And I'm going to do this with you because I haven't done this in a while. If you see in the background, I have this calendar, which I use as well too. I haven't been using it. But we're going to all change all of that, and we have 30 days to grow our business. Okay. So I don't know how I'm going to write with this, but we're going to do it together. So I'm going to use myself as a real example. I'm thinking about something that I have going on. So today is August 13th. And I am very behind in dropping merch for my brand. I wanted to drop merch for the summer, but obviously summer's almost over. But I do have the merch, so it needs to be dropped. So we are going to plan around what that looks like, and we're also going to plan around what my drop for the fall looks like, because I should have been planning this like a year ago, but I have everything in my head. But now that I also have a team, I can't have everything in my head because they need to know what the vision is as well. So that's what we're going to use this whiteboard for. For me, I have about 6 whiteboards, and that can sound a little excessive, but it's because I use different whiteboards for different tasks within my business. So I have merch, I have events, I have consulting, I have a whole bunch of different things. So what would I write on this whiteboard? And, whatever framework you decide to use, maybe you need to use this whiteboard just to get everything out your head, right? So, how would I think about this launch, right, that I'm about to have? So, like I said, I need to visualize everything. And what does the Bible say? Write the vision, make it plain. So, that's what we're going to do. I have a drop of 67 shorts to sell. Now, when I drop merch, I never do a campaign. I am a marketing person by trade, but I never do a campaign. And that needs to stop, right? How am I doing campaigns for my clients, but I'm not doing rollouts and campaigns for myself? So that's number one. And so what does that look like? So I'm going to have to do a photo shoot. So I just picked up the shorts 2 days ago. I wanted to do a photo shoot today or tomorrow. It's not going to happen because the videographer is booked. So I'm not doing a photo shoot until Monday. And I'm showing you all of this in real time, and you're going to see the results of this campaign, okay? And this is like a last minute thing. I don't recommend for you to do everything last minute, but listen, sometimes we have to work with what we have. So today is, what's today? August 13th, and I'm just making my notes. You can write whatever you want. I'm going to put August 17th equals shoot. So that's what I'm doing, the photo shoot. So when is a campaign gonna launch? I do have a team, so I have extra hands. So if we're realistically thinking, it is hot now. I'm in New York. So it's probably gonna start getting cold towards the end of February. So in hindsight, I'm pretty good because people can still get their shorts, like get their worth of their shorts, right? So I'm just gonna draw a line because I'm gonna talk about expenses over here. So theoretically, you would want like stores, they do their planning and everything way in advance. It's hard to do everything when you're just one person. So you have to do the best that you can with what you have. You can't make excuses saying, "Oh, I'm not going to do this because I don't have the team or it's too late." It's not too late, right? So I have 67 shorts that I want to sell. I came up with the marketing plan in my head. And I'm going to have that written out and ready for this shoot on the 17th, right? On Monday. One of my marketing assistants, they already drafted a mood board and showed me all these different things for images that I need to shoot when I have this photo shoot. And if you're just now joining, we're talking about how we're going to grow our business every single day. And I'm giving you a real life example. I have a drop that's coming, 67 shorts. So I have 67 shorts to sell. And of the shorts, it's 3 colorways. So we have blue, like a salmon color, and there's one other color, right? So we have 3 different options. For me, I know, and this is based on looking at the analytics, I know that when somebody buys from me, they normally buy in different colors, right? They're not just buying one. If only one item is available, they're gonna buy one. But like when I dropped these crew necks, they bought this and the other color available, and they were looking for more colors, right? So I when we break 67, oh gosh, I'm not good at math. So that's really 60. So I know that I need to have about 22, let's say 23 clients, right? Is that right? 23. Yeah. But that's if people buy all 3, right? Yeah, that's right. I had to double check. That's if people buy all 3, right? So we really know that I need to have between 23 and I would give or take, say, 30 clients. I need 30 people. I'm saying clients because I'm thinking consultant, customers. I need 30, regardless, I need 30 people to be like, oh, I want that. I need 30 people. So how are we going to get there? We're doing a shoot. Know why? Because it's time to level up. It is time to level up. When I was first starting out, I didn't want to do shoots because I felt like the pricing was overpriced to do so, that I didn't want to cut into my profit margin. But we're leveling up, right? I work with a videographer every month. So this is going to be a part of the content that I am creating. So we have the shoot coming up. I am going to send the marketing plan ahead of time to my marketing assistant so that they know what's coming down the pipeline. So if the shoot is on Monday, by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the 19th, and look, we're cutting it real close, real close. Summer's almost over. By the 19th, I know that I am going to receive footage. I was going to say photos. Footage. Do you see how we're like working through all this? And it could look like scribble, scrabble. It could look like whatever. But we need to flush all of this out because it can't just stay in your brain anymore. So we're going to have the footage. Let me pull up my calendar. So now that leaves us with only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12 days left of August. But that's okay because like we said before, summer does not really end at the end of August. So if hypothetically we receive the footage on the 19th, by that Friday, 2 days later, the 21st, the campaign needs to go live. So 2 days later. And I'm only giving this timeline based off of how I've been working with my videographer and the roll around time with my marketing assistant, especially since she knows this is coming down the pipeline. So what is happening from now until then? Because we have a little bit of time, right? We have 5 days. So what's happening? What are things that I need to do pre-launch? Let's do a pre-launch checklist. What are some things that you would think that I need to do pre-launch? And it's great that we have this whiteboard because sometimes we miss the littlest things because we're doing so much. So I'm giving you a second to think. And if you're watching this now, or if you're watching this on the replay, I would love if you add in the comment what you think are some things that need to be done. One is the website. Let me turn this camera a little. Is the website ready to go? So confirming. Can't spell this morning. Confirming website is launch ready. What else is going on? We are going to be creating email marketing campaign. And realistically, all of this should be done ahead of time. And I'm going to keep saying that just so that you know, but we're going with the flow for this one. Email marketing campaign. So I have past customers, I have past clients. I'm going to be like, hey, what's up? This is what's going on. So we're going to do a email marketing campaign. I'm also going to take some footage on my iPhone. So I'm not a photographer, but I'm going to take some footage, just like everyday relatable footage of what I'm doing with my shorts on. All right. And I'm probably going to post it, but I'm not going to be selling, right? This is what you call soft selling. And what does that mean? I'm just going to be wearing my shorts, right? I'm going to be doing my everyday routines. I'm not going to be asking anyone to buy anything. I'm just going to be doing what I do. And my brand is called the Girl Boss brand. And it's a lifestyle, right? It's not a job title. It's not anything to do with being like where you work, what you do, being a mom. It's not one specific role. It's literally a lifestyle. So when people see that, you know, this is what I'm doing on a daily basis, it just goes with it. So then when I drop something, people are like, oh my goodness, I want that too, because it's relatable. So you need to make sure that you're relatable. And I put the whiteboard down for a second because I want to get back to my notes. So that's what my strategy looks like, right? And that strategy, that might be my first draft, right? I might move on to the second slide and cross expenses out and then flush out what that workflow actually looks like, right? Or I might take a picture of these notes and send it to my executive assistant and have her flush out what the workflow is for the team, right? For the videographer, for me, for the marketing assistant, for the campaign launch. And now I'm in the position where I have extra hands to do that. But also, I like to visually have my own workflows available to me. So maybe I might do that on my end as well. And if you don't have the extra hands, that's fine too. So you might want to, that could have just been how you were brainstorming, right? So we're going to strategize, we're going to brainstorm. Now I know what I'm doing for the next 12 days, right? And so now we can knock off whether you're using your sticky note, whether you're using your notebook, but now we can knock off what needs to be done and when, right? And it's funny. So I'm looking through my notes of all of the different things I wanted to talk about today, but I think we're just going to stick to strategy. And we're going to stick to strategy because this is a huge part. And it's we've been on here for the last 20 minutes. It doesn't take that long, but it does take some time. So like I said, maybe we're going to wipe expenses off, right? Oh, excuse me. Now, let's talk about what needs to be done today. all of this in real time, and you guys are going to see the results because I'm going to share it all with you guys. I'm not putting a specific number of stickies. What I do is I normally create an interactive checklist. So I normally use my wall and I color code it. Hold on, let me show you. I color code it based off of like my different topics or, you know, areas of my business. So like girl boss would be one thing, consulting would be another color. For the purposes of this, it's all going to be one color because we are only talking about one thing here. We're talking about this launch. So I'm not going to put a specific number of stickies here. I'm just doing this until there's no more task. And what I like to do is I like to write the task down, and then when I'm done, I just pull it off. To me, it's so satisfying because it's like, oh, I felt like I haven't been doing anything all week, and this is what I've done. So like, that's going back to that top three. Like I don't feel like you have to have this top three task for the day. What I like to do is I need to know everything that I need to do for the week. I normally do this on a Sunday or Monday. Today's Thursday, but like I said, we can start anywhere. And then I just take the task off, right? Because sometimes I might think I'm going to do this, but I really need to do this first. Or maybe I'm not even in the mood to do what I originally thought I was going to do, but something needs to get done. So this shows me a roadmap of what needs to get done. Okay. So this is what I need to do prior to launch, right? So if I'm shooting on Monday, I need to get these things done by Monday, right? So I'm literally dreading this one because I use Shopify and I changed my phone number, so it's hard to do the verification. So edit, Shopify. This might be done on a day where I'm not doing any other task and I'm going to feel satisfied just by doing that. Okay. What else? And I can do that now without even having like the photos and things like that because I know the cost. I need to make sure shipping is correct, right? I can put in like, I can not set it to live, but I could put in the name of the shorts. I said that there's 3 different ones, the quantities, the sizes, all of those things. What else do I need to do? Email marketing campaign. Create email marketing campaign. I actually have the shorts on right now. I would show you guys, but not today. Take iPhone footage. What else do I need to do? I just mentioned my marketing assistant, right? So schedule meeting. With marketing assistant. I have a team meeting every Monday, but this will require its own meeting and everyone doesn't need to be there, just those who are directly working on the project. So the marketing assistant would need to be there. Maybe both of my marketing assistants. And my chief of staff. All right. So what did I say I need to do in terms of the campaign? So I need to communicate campaign. So I need to communicate this campaign to my marketing assistant that does all of my social media. To marketing assistant, this is a different person that does social media, right? So again, I'm getting that out of my head and it's going to go onto paper and she's going to help me create the workflows and what that looks like. So that means we're going to be talking about posting, content calendar, scheduling, and that will even go into the email marketing. So then we're going to, on this meeting that's scheduled with both of the marketing assistants and my chief of staff, we're going to be talking about both of these things, right? Because the email marketing campaign is going to run concurrent with the social media campaign. So all of these things need to be done. And then something else, I need to meet with my executive assistant. And again, I have a team now. So this is just how my workflow is going to go. Normally, I would be doing all of this on my own, but normally I would be missing all of these steps because I was just in go, go, go mode and I was overwhelmed and I didn't do campaigns. I sent out emails, but I didn't make a marketing campaign, right? It's a difference between just sending out emails and having a full campaign planned out and scheduled. And we could talk about that more in another video. So I'm going to meet with my my executive assistant. When I meet with my executive assistant, we're going to be talking about inventory tracking. We're going to be talking about sales goals. And then we're going to be talking about how this is going to lead into the next campaign. So now that we got people's attention and they were able to buy up to 3 shorts, how are we going to make sure that they're ready for the next drop? So future drop. So this is all what's going on. I'm going to add one more thing in there though, because we're talking about all these things. I also need to have a meeting with chief of staff to discuss fall drop. So we need to have a planning meeting, right? And I'm saying that now because, again, we're behind, but, a lot of times we're behind. 2027, come check us out. We're going to be ahead. And I share the tea and I keep it real. So I'm going to show you proof of the pudding. And that's why this 30 days of being intentional about how you're going to work on your business, how you're going to grow your business, how you're going to get the systems, the strategies, and everything together is very important. So this is it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things. There's 7 things to do in the next 5 days. How I do it, what I pick, what day, to me, that does not matter. If you need to know exactly what you need to do each day, if that's how your brain functions, cool. Write it down in your notebook. For me, I'm about to hang this up. I'm going to fix this a little bit, but I'm going to hang this up. I like to put it right over where my bed is. I don't have a TV. Not in my room. I don't even watch TV, but I don't have a TV. I don't need a TV because when I wake up, I need to see this. When I go to the bathroom, I need to see this. When I'm going to sleep, I need to see this. When I feel like I'm bored, I need to see this. When I am walking into my room, I need to see this. It's a reminder. And when you visually have something, it's in your face. Like, I can't wait. I am dreading going on Shopify, but honestly, I just smiled inside because I can't wait to be able to go like this. But I can't do this until the task is done, right? And all of the things that we just spoke about, it's funny because I have notes over here that have been taken down because the tasks have been completed. But it's funny because all of the things that we just spoke about in 29 minutes, it's like, yeah, sounds good, but it wasn't flushed out. So when I get off this call and I go to the gym, I'm going to be like, okay, so what do I need to do? Where do I start? What step? Now I'm overwhelmed and I'm just not going to do anything because I don't know what I'm doing, right? It's just too many different tasks. And especially if you're a solopreneur, it's like, what is going on? This is what you're going to do in lieu of having a team, okay? Before we can get to that step of having a team, and this is what I did prior to having a team as well too, right? When it was just me. And I'm telling you, you will be 150% more productive by having this visual. Write down the vision and make it plain. We're checking off tasks. We are growing our business despite having to go to work a 9 to 5, despite having to be the head of the family in terms of cleaning, cooking, taking care of the kids, their schedules, and managing everything else. We pour so much into other people. It's time to pour into yourself. And if you found this helpful, we will be here tomorrow, but also leave a comment so I could send you the link to the community. We have a community that is coming this fall full of women entrepreneurs who are getting the work done, who want to get the work done, who needs accountability. One thing about me is I'm gonna hold you accountable, and I want you to hold me accountable. So I just told y'all that I have 67 shorts to sell. I'm not gonna give myself a time frame because honestly, I feel like I haven't even done a drop in a long time. But one thing that I am gonna say is that before it gets cold, these 67 shorts better be sold. Okay, so hope y'all took y'all notes. If you don't have Post-its, it's almost Friday, might be payday. Go buy you some Post-its. Go buy you some Post-its and get the ones that are different colors because I know you have a lot of different tasks, and to stay organized, you need different colors. Okay? If you're a whiteboards person, get the whiteboard. I'm going to see you back here tomorrow, and tomorrow's Friday. Don't think you're off the hook. We are working at this every single day for the next 28 days now. This is day 2. If you didn't watch yesterday's episode, subscribe to the channel, The Girl Boss Brand, and you are going to watch. You have 30 minutes. Play it while you're in the car. Play it while you're telling your kids to have some quiet time. Play it on your lunch break. Play it while you're working. Watch that video because every single video is important to getting your business together. So I will see y'all tomorrow, and happy Thursday.